podcast that we're putting out to the universe. And this is the amazing Tracey. And Tracey is going to tell us all about her career through to what she's doing now. So Tracey, you lead the way. You explain to everybody what you're up to and how you're motivating women out there today.
Hi, Livia. Well, I hope I am motivating women. I must say I'm quite self-motivated. My background is in advertising. I was an account handler for Saatchi & Saatchi, which was the last big agency that I worked for. And I was always very interested in beauty. I went on to be product development manager of a small toiletry marketing company, which is where I really got my passion for the beauty industry. But I've also had a mother who is, well, my daughter would say obsessed with health, beauty and fitness. So I have been surrounded by a strong woman who's passionate about caring for herself for a long time. I hit 50. I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 25 years. I'd literally done every school run, made every cake, every costume, been on the school outings. And as much as I loved that, having reached 50, it was suddenly that moment of, okay, it's time for me. At that time, there was a lot of negativity about older women. And that's really what I wanted to challenge, the perception of getting older, how we approach it, how we're marketed to, and how we live our life in the second half.
Mm-hmm. So what was the next step? So you had this idea that came to you, you wanted to put out more information. So did you use your background in advertising to...
Well, I think I've always had that creative streak of wanting to create and produce information, really, and to process information, to put good information out there. So I think my background in advertising certainly helped the creative side, and also that thirst for knowledge. I probably have more self-help books than Waterstones sitting here. In fact, I found out this week that there is actually a Japanese word. I can't say it because I can't remember it exactly. There's a Japanese word for a person who buys more books than they can physically read, and I think I am that person. So the research side really appeals to me, being able to research health concerns and to get as much knowledge as I can, which is great where you come in, because you have so much knowledge about supporting women through the menopause. And this is something that absolutely fascinates me, you know, how we can do it well. And I think because we're all so individual, there's no one size fits all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so. And with your knowledge and your background, so you set up the website, you had a supportive team around you, I believe. And the message...
Well, I had a supportive team to build the site. I mean, I don't have a team. There literally is just me. So everything you see on Fighting 50 is produced by me. All they did was build the framework. Yeah. So literally I've had to teach myself everything. So they built the framework of Fighting 50. I then had to teach myself how to actually run the site. Everything from Photoshop to recording videos, editing videos, writing content, because in the past I've written for press, which is very different to writing content for websites. So it's been a big learning process. So everything literally on Fighting 50 is done by me.
Well, that was a big task to take on then. So tell us...
Maybe crazy is the best word.
Crazy. So what did your family think? Did you have lots of family support with this, or...?
I think initially they were just bemused by the fact that I wanted to start a website. I think they just thought I was slightly crazy. Now I have great support. My husband's hugely supportive. He's my accountant. He does all my accounts for me, and Charlotte helps me with the photographs sometimes. So yeah, they are supportive, definitely.
Great. And I know you've got a lot of traffic going through your website. Can you throw us some stats as to how it's growing?
Yeah, well, the site's grown. It's almost 8 years old. It'll be 8 in July, and we've got a great database of women and men. Interestingly, not just women. I wanted the site to be a platform where both men and women would feel comfortable coming to it. It's definitely female focused, but I think that's really because there's so much information that we can give to women, but also we do get a lot of men. I don't know if that's because there is an article on there, is beetroot the new Viagra? That could be the hook. That may be why they come in. They then seem to look at a lot of skincare, so that's all good. So traffic-wise, the site often gets between 8 and 10,000 hits a month and gets about 15, 16,000 page views. We've just totally rebuilt it to modernize the site, to make it a little bit fresher, and just some things that I wanted to change around, change our focus around. So we've done that. So it's nice and easy to use. It's been mobile friendly for a long time, but it's even easier to use now. So that's just taken place. That's been quite a big exercise.
Mm-hmm. And so you said it attracts a whole wealth of people from all different backgrounds, etc. So if somebody was, say they were 50 and they were looking for something, what information does your website host? Obviously it touches on the menopause and maybe the andropause, but what other aspects are you covering?
Well, the site is predominantly health, beauty, fitness and lifestyle, pretty much in that order. Health is our main focus, because what I like to do is just put enough good information out there for women to feel good as they get older, because I think, you know, it's not only about how you look. So much emphasis is put on how you look, but really what we want to do is we want to feel fit, we want to feel healthy, well and happy. And I think it's a tricky time. You know, our 50s are very liberating in some ways and quite limiting in others, because we're transitioning from so many things. We're kind of transitioning from being a parent with stay-at-home kids to kids who are living away. We've got partners, parents, grandchildren. We're literally doing this all day long, juggling our families, juggling our jobs, trying to run businesses. So it's a really challenging time in a woman's life. And if you can just click onto a website and someone will give you bite-sized pieces of information on how to feel well. It may be a very simple exercise routine. It may be a great supplement that's going to support your mind and your body. It may be a product that we've discovered that literally is just so easy to use, that will make your skin look and feel better, which, you know, ultimately will make you feel better. So it's really a variety. We've got everything there, from film reviews to beauty reviews to product reviews. It really is an online magazine.
This sounds fantastic. So if somebody was curious, can you give us your Instagram handles and your website information on here? So
yes, well, the website is Fighting 50. That's fighting50.co.uk. Everywhere on social media is Fighting 50. We do have some underscores and things, but I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. I try to keep all of them going at once. It's, again, another juggling job. I don't always succeed.
You have to do them at the right times as well, don't you? You've got to make sure it's done between certain hours. You're frantically trying to do it all.
It's a serious challenge, really, to keep it all going. But I think the type of readership that I have are in a similar situation to me. I am a mother of two very grown-up children. They are not children as such, you know, and a husband at home. And like everybody else, I'm juggling cooking the dinner and doing the shopping and, you know, putting the Instagram post out at the same time. I don't know another woman who isn't doing that. And, you know, we all accept that there's a limit to what we can do. So I don't think anyone expects me to post every day, and I don't, because life gets in the way.
Exactly. Well, it's a really interesting website. It's great that you're on Instagram and really putting the message out there, because obviously that's where we met. So do look at Tracey's Fighting 50 Instagram handles and website, everybody, because she could have some information that would be very helpful for you. So thanks, Tracey, so much for joining.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.